Hey guys, this is Cam315 back at it with another video for you guys, and I'm back with another In the Land of Leadale episode review for you guys. Sorry for getting this video out freaking late, a day later than it would have been, but I actually was setting myself up to go to the Clippers game, and yeah, I ended up going and I got me a Paul George bobblehead. There's going to be 3 more nights of those bobblehead giveaways, actually. So I'm going to be going to those games. So based on reviews on Saturdays and Sunday, if that's the case, they may be impacted. But that's not till April. So yeah, and by then, In the Land of Leadale will stop airing until I guess, unless we get a season 2 for this show. But I didn't really take notes because this episode was kind of easy to remember and everything, but it was the whole aspect of we have Luka meeting Kanya's other children like Scargo, Mai and Scarston and stuff like that. I thought it was all cool and everything. Their interaction with Mai was hilarious because she's like, "Oh, I want you to say big sister Mai and everything." I'm like, oh my goodness, they had their own individual quirks and everything. And I found it hilarious how, with all the different siblings, Luka was just like, okay, she liked Mai a bit. She definitely warmed up a lot to Scarston, because, well, he did the thing that Kana likes to do to him, and that's just pet him on the head and everything and stuff like that. But the one person Luka absolutely said, or I wouldn't say, but absolutely just didn't seem that she wanted to be around, was definitely freaking Scargo. Scargo weirded her out, and it was funny because Kane was like, "You don't need to mind him. He's weird, and he's gonna be somebody you don't need to he's somebody you don't need to worry about and everything." And I'm like, yes. He's very weird and awkward, and just to see all the reactions of the different siblings reacting to their newest little adoptive little sister was really cute and adorable. Kana also goes to make the mention of the fact that she's also going to be moving close to her tower / near the village area she's always been around and everything and stuff like that. And I found it funny how Scargo knows that. He's like, "Oh, really? Well, then I'll just move the castle and I'll move the kingdom and I'll move it right next to you." And she's like, "Yeah, no, don't even think about it," and stuff like that, which was complete hilarious because you could clearly tell that Kana wants something to do. But I found it funny because Scargo made a very good, funny comeback of the standpoint of Kana's like, why do you act this way? And Scargo's like, "Well, mother dearest, you're the one that taught me. You're the one that raised me like that." And it's like, he's got a point. If you back then, we don't know much about the past of Kana in terms of how she used to play the game and everything, but if she was like that probably when she was probably younger, then of course Scargo's gonna a child typically takes the traits of their parents, whether that's just genetically or just through their unique personalities. They may take something from their parents. So it's like, if your mom or your dad are quite passive, then, well, as a kid you might follow their type of style because you see them as role models, and they're like your example. You end up more than likely being quiet and stuff like that. So I found that pretty nice. What is it? Back when they're meeting Mai, Lonty actually came across the new, I forgot to mention, the new butler character alongside them. I completely forgot that character last week. He was an interesting character. I'll say, I forgot his name already, but the butler cat character was hilarious with the fact that they rang the bell and stuff like that. But I found it funny how Lonty's like, for some reason, is like, she's in love with him. I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, but what then happens next is we do get the whole thing where Kana goes on to tell the freaking that one army No, those group of mercenaries, like, yeah, I'm gonna be out of town and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh really? Oh, we're gonna miss you. And it's funny because she's like, dude, I'm always gonna still be around. I'm not like going away, and stuff like that. So yeah, and then you get this nice scene where the one dog like looking character who Kana's known this entire season, he has his own store, and his store is actually run by his wife, and everything. And we find out that, guess what? Because of this, he ended up giving a carriage because she needed a carriage to go over there, go over to her new place and everything and stuff like that. And essentially, the carriage that they were driving in this entire season, well, the dog person said, well, she can have it and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool, the fact that we could, see his wife, like, which is actually pretty shocking. And stuff like that. I didn't know that. It even shocked me too, because even Kane was like, wow, he has a wife. I didn't even know that. And stuff like that. So that was freaking cool. It was also pretty dang funny how it's like, we need a horse, but she ends up having like this, like, I guess you can say this wooden horse. The wooden horse actually just fuses with the carriage, and it makes the thing go. But that's when, they get to the new place and everything. Kana's like, I want you to look after Roxy and everything, but I think you're gonna need a little bit more assistance. And there's another cat butler, this time in the form of a girl. I think her name's like Roxanne or something like that. And clearly the guy cat butler and her have like tremendous beef. Like, she tries to show him, she's like, oh, you should have made me come out first, before you brought out this lazy dude. And they have a beef, and I found it hilarious how Ken is like, you guys will not be fighting, otherwise you guys are going to be punished for your actions and stuff like that. So essentially they're kind of like responsible for Luka being obviously I guess you'd say growing up and everything. Ken is going to be there, of course, because that's like her adoptive mother, but they're going to teach, these two are going to teach Luka, like, the types of things, and just let her do what she wants as long as it's all good and dandy and stuff like that. Luka does talk a little bit much more in this episode, and she does come across like a very cute, adorable girl and everything. She ends up meeting they end up going to the village, ends up meeting Lit and everything. I thought they would be like the same height, but they did like a side by side with Lit and Luka, and Luka's a lot taller. But I thought it was cute that her and Lit connected and became friends, which I figured would happen and stuff like that. She was kind of like hesitant and scared a bit, but she then ended up taking Lit's hand and, stuff like that. We do end up seeing Mimily again, and we find out that Mimily actually is like freaking got a business going on. I forgot exactly what it was, but she got a whole business going on, and it's like people buy from her now. I'm like, oh, so in other words, she living the life. She making money, and she living out in the hot springs and stuff like that. So yeah, that was cool and all, but this is a solid episode. I definitely did like it. Again, like I said, the season's winding down. Was this episode 11? Because if this was episode 11, then we got only we only got like 2 more weeks left. Yeah, no, 1 more week left. Yeah, this was episode 11. So next week is gonna be the season finale of In the Land of Leadale. So after that, I'll give you my thoughts as a whole of the Land of Leadale as the show, and stuff like that. But you'll get positive thoughts from me, and stuff like that. But yeah, Spring of Anime 2022 is coming to, not Spring of Anime, Winter of Anime 2022 is coming to a pretty sad toll, because there was a lot of good animes that came out this Winter of Anime 2022. But Spring of Anime 2022 looks really good. But yeah, but anyways, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day. If you guys like the video, leave a like. Put in the comment section your thoughts of this week's episode of In the Land of Leadale, as well as hit that subscribe button. If you want to get more Cam-Free 15 content of any other animes as I close out this Winter of Anime 2022, as well as looking forward to some of the oncoming Winter of Anime 2022 anime. I'm also thinking maybe I should do a whole video based of like what I should watch list and stuff like that. Read the description of some of these animes and be like, it looks interesting. I might watch it and maybe I'll review on the channel. But anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day or night watching this video. Until then, guys, peace.